This is Tony with my next gospel tutorial, and this is basically part 2 to my last video. Last video we covered arpeggios, and we covered walking bass lines in chromatic. Now we're going to cover something really important, bridging all of these together with what's called a turnaround. In particular, we're going to talk this video about the 5-6-2-5-1 turnaround. That particular movement is very common in a gospel song whenever you're going from the verse to the chorus or the chorus to the verse, or you're just going to a different part of the song. It crops up a lot in gospel music, so why not learn it? Now, here's the methodology behind the 5-6-2-5-1 turnaround. Now, if you watched the last video, you'll know that we introduced the number system. Now we're going to actually use those numbers for something else. So, let's take a common gospel song, Down at the Cross, for example. The turnaround would be this part. The part where you go, glory to his name. I said I would stop singing because I suck at it. But anyway, it's simple. Remember, we're doing this in A flat because A flat's my favorite key and it's a common gospel key. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be able to do it in any key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every exercise I'm going to give starts with a scale because you just got to get into practice of knowing them numbers. Now, the 5-6-2-5-1 turnaround is as simple as its name. You find the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Then you find your 6. We're in A flat. Remember, you 5. Then you find 6, 6. Then you find your 2, 2. Then you find your 5 again, which you found already, 5. Then your 1, 5, 6, 2, 5, 1, or 5, 6, 2, 5, 1, or 5, 6, 2, 5, 1s. You can use any 2 you want. 5, 6, 2, 5, 1, or even 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. You can basically do any mixture of 5-6-2-5-1 in E flat. 5, 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. Actually, let me use this E flat because it's easier for you to see, because once I get down here, it's kind of ambiguous what I'm doing. Also, my camera's like right in the middle. So like I said, in E flat, find your 5. I'm just playing the triad, the 1, the 3, and the 5. 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. Now, let's explain how you get it to flow. Because you don't go. You have notes in the middle. You have. The best and easiest way to explain the method I use when I'm going into a turnaround, I take the note that's when I'm going into my next note, I lead into it, taking a note that's a half step above it or a half step below it. Let me demonstrate with my 5-6-2-5-1 turnaround in the key of A flat. All right, so you have your 5, then you have your 6, right? You don't just go 5, 6. You have to sort of go to it. So I take the note that's a half step down from the 6. 5, 6. See that little passing tone I used? You put a note in the middle that bridges them. See, half step below. You walk into it a half step below. See, this is a half step below the note I'm going to. And guess where I'm going next? Half step below, then the note you want. See? Now you can also go a half step above it. Watch. I chose to go a half step above this because it wouldn't make sense. I just don't like the way that sounds for some reason. I feel like... So the basic rule of thumb is when you're walking into your next note, you find the note that is a half step below it. But if you're walking to something that's below, you find the note that's a half step above it instead of below it. So, because everything I did was above, you saw me using mostly half step below notes. Now I'm going to show you how to use half step above notes by going below. That was half step below, but I could have gone. So you get the idea. You find the 5, the 6, the 2, the 5, and the 1. You put some half step passing tones in between them. And now you have your turnaround. Now that last thing I did, that little walk up, you find the 3 of your key. Remember, we're in A flat, 1, 2, 3, and you go 3 half steps up. It's that simple. You also do that at the beginning. So, like I said, you can do this in any key. You can do it in E flat even. I'm using E flat because it's just like A flat. It's just missing one of its accidentals. But anyway, in E flat. I'll do it again just so you can see it. 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. And I chose a note that's a half step in between. Now, that's basically it. And once you learn that turnaround, you can pretty much do it in any key. Remember, you find your 5, then your 6, then your 2, then your 5, then your 1. And you just add passing notes that are either half step above or below it so that you can get to it. And it's really more of a just find what fits for that particular song, or just find what feels comfortable with for you. Like me personally, I like... Anyway, take the turnaround and use it for God's glory. God bless.